We are here, the Open School 2026 graduation celebration. Today, we aren't just celebrating your diplomas or your wins, but all of it. The losses, the challenges, the lessons, the frustrations. Those are all the ingredients that made you prepared for today and will help you on tomorrow's journey.
I will be reading comments and well wishes for each one of our on-campus grads, and Jessica will do the same for the virtual program graduates.
And we found the perfect fit, the Open School, a place where I would be free to pursue the length and breadth of my interests while being connected with a community of like-minded people. The Open School felt very safe and welcoming. And there was never social pressure to perform or fit into a certain mold. In fact, I needed less pressure, less structure, less external demand. Less led me to more success, more accomplishments, more confidence, more passion, and more pursuits.
Some of my favorite memories of all time have been made while I was at the Open School. The school has made a lifelong impact on me that I'll never forget. While at the Open School, I've had the ability to pursue many different interests, including things like metallurgy, horticulture, chemistry, 3D printing, biology, piano, traveling, and my own personal health.
But before we talk about whether we are proud of our graduates, I want to ask a different question. Are they proud of themselves? Because at the Open School, that's always been the more important question. Between the 8 of them, they have spent 53 years at this school. They grew up here. Each of these graduates forged their own paths. They pursued different interests, developed different strengths, made different mistakes, and became different people. Being self-directed is hard. It's easier to follow someone else's map than to chart your own course. It's easier to be a passenger rather than a driver. Most kids spend their education as passengers. Someone else picks their destination, they plan the route, they handle the detours. But then graduation comes, they're handed the keys, and they realize they have no idea how to drive. But you do. You guys have been driving for years. You know what it's like to make a wrong turn and have to find your way back. You know what it feels like to not know which direction to go, take your foot off the gas and sit idle. You know what it's like to choose a destination and what it feels like when you finally get there. Learning to motivate yourself is hard work. Learning to decide what matters to you is hard work. Learning to live with the consequences of your choices is hard work. Those are exactly the skills that adulthood demands. To the parents here, you have given your kids an extraordinary gift. You have allowed them to learn how to drive their own car. You've given them the gift of figuring themselves out, the gift of making mistakes, of learning from failures and being proud of their own successes. You've given them the gift of a childhood and the gift of joy and freedom. You trusted them with something that many people are afraid to trust children with, the ownership of their own lives. And grads, I hope today you can see what a remarkable gift you have been given. The second idea I'd like to share with you is that you're graduating from a school that holds that curiosity is the basis of learning. The ability to ask skillful questions is one of the most valuable abilities a person can develop. We gave you the space to ask questions, the encouragement to ask them, and the motivation to ask them. But it's truly up to you to take that and turn it into something more. Being curious isn't a personality trait. It's not something that's set in stone. It's a skill. It's a mindset that you cultivate, and you must cultivate it. Curiosity drives growth, it drives adventure, and it drives connection. It turns obstacles into opportunities. If you work on nothing else, cultivating an attitude of curiosity and the skill of asking thoughtful questions should be your focus, because that's how you get to every other goal you have. The future isn't built from having all the answers. It's built from making choices, learning from them, asking better questions, and continuing to grow. Today we celebrate what you've accomplished, but more importantly, we celebrate the fact that your lives belong to you. And we're excited to see where your questions lead you. As a symbol of your accomplishment, please move your tassels from the right side of your caps to the left, signifying the completion of your high school journey. Congratulations, graduates.